Good morning. Let's get to it. On this lovely Sunday morning. It's already pretty sunny. I think it's going to be cold though. So when we last left off, we finished rescuing all these scientists rather than murdering them to create outrage. Which I guess is going to piss off the High Council, but whatever. 45 months of Ramir! Helping me get the gains. Man, I thought about doing a physique update this morning. My body has changed so much over the last month. I think it's just because my body fat percentage is getting down there, so every extra kilo is just a massive difference.
Serpent bless you for saving us.
The great serpent himself.
All right, let's get rolling here. We've got people to blast. Eventually, I'll make you my stock advisor. It looks like the market dipped on Friday. I feel like stocks always seem to dip on Friday and then rebound on Monday. It's super weird. Wait, whose ship is this? %50 is still massive. Unbelievably massive. I think last year I made like 12% or something. All my companions go. Whatever. Creepy, get out of here. Give me your one experience. Heck with the wildlife. Is this a zealot ship? Kind of looks like it. Law negotiations.
Is your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news.
The zealots have no leverage.
Good. Now it's my turn to watch me hail squirm.
Razma, who is this? You allow any commoner to just waltz in on official business. I'd expect better security from House Kadik.
This is hardly official business.
Yes. And now these so-called negotiations are over.
Over? You'd risk everything after the whispers of a stranger. I demand to know who this is.
I'm the one putting an end to the negotiation.
You're no one. Only a complete fool would expect me to believe this.
It's true, Mihail. And if you don't leave now, peacefully, I'll make sure your ships and Shadow Station Epsilon are made dust.
You... How did you... You're bluffing.
Test me. You think a genius mind like mine wouldn't find a way to hack into every system in your base? This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon, and reach your ships as well.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships, Razma. You'd jeopardize our connections.
It jeopardizes nothing. It merely restores the natural order.
The natural order. I could take you all out here and now. You know every one of us is prepared to answer the Serpent's call.
You attack, we launch the virus.
You're so willing to sacrifice your allies at Shadow Station Epsilon?
You don't think they're as prepared as we are? We all answer the call, and if that day is today, so be it.
Your Shadow Station allies know nothing of this. That's not the death they want.
No, but it's the death they know is possible. Besides, you think I'd turn my back on the insults thrown here today?
You mean, do we think you'd throw away your life and the lives of everyone at Shadow Station Epsilon over your pride, Mihail? No, I for one don't think you will. And you can't deny our partnerships have been beneficial for us both.
No one has to die today.
We'll see about that.
Reconsider. Not for your own life, but for your people.
Our souls are prepared, but perhaps you are right.
I just took out your whole base. Perhaps you should reconsider.
My brethren were willing to die for our cause.
I have maxed out
You
persuasion.
think you're not prepared to make the same sacrifice?
Live to fight another day.
Not your strongest argument, but I see your point.
Isn't your calling to cleanse the true heretics?
Any who refuse to honor Jandar as the true heir could be considered heretics. Enough talking! This ends now.
If Dosra is to become
Great Serpent, please accept this offering on our behalf.
Imagine not being able to stop time. You should have sat down. Man, I was at a bar and I was talking with a friend of mine, and some chick with the most Karen haircut ever sits down and just looks at us expectantly. We turn to her, look at her, and then turn back. Just keep on talking. It was the weirdest thing. She eventually got up and left, but man, if you're carrying around a bag with a million keys, it means you're in retail, and then a water bottle and flat shoes out on the night on the town. My God. It was a very strange moment.
Certainly
That's
not
one
the
way to
outcome I
handle
was expecting.
negotiations.
But at least we have what's important. House Kadik is in your debt.
As am I. I owe you my life.
Sahima, you are a part of this house.
I know. I just wanted to say thank you. Personally. And here, it's the research and algorithm the High Council wants. I'm sure they'll appreciate it more coming from you.
I can appreciate the bravery. Well, I should have went for it, I guess. I'll make sure the High Council gets it.
I'm going back to check on the others.
Well, you didn't know them
You
yet.
can find me when you're done.
Sure. I'll see you around, Sahima.
Great. You can find me at the Great House whenever you get the chance.
We'll talk later, Sahima. As I was saying, House Kadik is in your debt. You've helped me maintain a very precarious balance.
This business with the zealots needs to end.
And one day it will. But until then, they're a necessary evil. One that we'll be keeping a much closer eye on. I'd appreciate it if you kept this a secret.
No. The High Council needs to know.
Our relationship with the Zealots has always proven beneficial, especially when it comes to our work at the Ministry of Conjunction. The only reason they gained any semblance of power was due to the gross miscalculations of Anasco and his research team. Exposing this information to the High Council will only diminish House Kadik's power.
I don't care. If it happened once, it can happen again.
Some alliances are worth the risk, but that will be for the High Council to decide, should you decide to play the informant. The others involved know better than to speak of this.
I wouldn't be so sure.
As House Elder, I know my family well enough. We're all well aware of our unspoken agreements. Now, I have much to do, and so do you. Ekris and the High Council will be expecting.
Well, enjoy the attention, man.
Nothing to discuss here. I'll see you back in Dasara.
All right, let's go back. I'm carrying too much. Are you serious? I guess I haven't sold anything because everybody hates me. Wait. Yeah, that can go away.
Are you quite sure you don't want...
I mean, everybody has the same hangups, right? Male, female, there's always that fear of rejection and whatever else.
Forgive me, I am tired today.
Can I sell some stuff?
This bar is the only... This is what I have.
I can sell some stuff, but not as much as I would have liked. Yeah.
If you want some meat to chew on, Dowser's got a whole house dedicated.
Sure, but it doesn't change the root of it.
I'm trying to keep strong, but I fear I may be
It's a scary thing for both people, you know, putting your ego out on the line.
selling. What do you want?
That wasn't much of a sales pitch.
I do not waste people's time. If you need my goods, you will buy them. If not, you will leave. I do not know what to make of your arrival here. You may have convinced the others, but I'm not entirely sure you are not a foe. However, your credits are worth as much as anyone else's. Oh, now what do you...
Let me see what you have for sale.
Buy what you need.
Okay, I definitely want Digipix. And then, what am I currently using for weaponry? I'm using the Tombstone, which is the 11. But I do want to get rid of a lot of this crap as well. No, it's fine. I'll buy a bunch of ammo for this guy and he'll have a bunch of money. Why is there always so much of this ammo, but there's not? Oh, I guess 740 is not bad, actually. All things considered. Is there value in cheaping out? I guess we'll see. I mean, sure, lots of people are unreasonable. Alright. Let's see here. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Get half of this crap. What is weighing so much on me? Why does this not show up as something to sell in the all list? Oh, I did. I just scrolled past it. That is a huge increase in, well, everything.
Already have enough to worry. Here.
Just 2 ships passing in the night. Okay. I don't know what the hell I'm carrying. Is it just like a ton of resources or something? These vortex shards and things. Ammo doesn't weigh anything. I guess it might be all this crap. You can cut down on it a little bit. That's the real spice from here. Living the dream. Alright, let's get rid of this stuff. I don't need it. I really should make a base just to store all this garbage. I probably don't need all those ship parts either. They weigh a crap ton. All right, let's leave that nerd behind.
Now that we have access to full power, we've been able to run proper tests. Ah, were you able to find Sahima?
Yeah, I was able to get a research.
Perfect. I have no doubt Sahima's work is the key to stabilizing the morning device. If only the others had listened to her, we may not have lost so much of our great city. This leaves House Dulkef. I pray they are cooperative. There's no telling how much time we have. And before I forget, I've been told to inform you that the Council has now granted you access to the armory in the keep. Seems they're pleased with your work.
Sigmitio. I don't actually know if I care about that though. This one. Ah. Keep.
I have some real firepower. Well, look who it is. Dazra. You must have friends in high places, Isaac.
Are your weapons better than elsewhere in Dazur?
My darling. Until now, these weapons have only been authorized for use by military personnel.
You have my attention.
Of course I do. Now, what?
Let me see what you have for sale.
I am sure something will catch your.
Alright, what do we got? That is one ridiculous shotgun. Pretty cool. Generally, though, this stuff isn't that much better than my current stuff. Yeah, just a sea of disappointment. Although, more ammo is always good. Thanks, yo. Kind of disappointing in general, though. Alright, can I menu field my way over there? It's just no. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
My brother lost his wife.
Do 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 do. I have no idea what this is, but let's take a look.
Hear me. Now is not the time for doubt.
Worship the weird
Now
dagger.
is the time for devotion, for loyalty.
I apologize.
The meat house.
It is comforting to see that at least some places can maintain a degree of normalcy.
And what about this talk?
If it is a bottle of Koza you need,
Excuse me, can I have a word?
I
The
guess.
requests for aid and supplies never cease. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I am the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply.
I'm genuinely sorry to hear that.
I appreciate your sympathy. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible.
Under the circumstances, I'm sure your customers understand the delay.
The delay has been too long already. If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that.
Just throw a
It is my
backpack on,
duty
lady,
to
and
uphold our high standards.
go for it.
Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier.
Oh, good.
Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost.
I think that we should help her. Those supplies might be important, perhaps even vital.
They are indeed, and our customers have been waiting far too long to receive them. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see.
I believe you actually would beg, but I'll let you off the hook.
I am grateful because I have swallowed as much pride as I can. Here are the packages. One is for Alikcha Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
Great. Literal fetch quest. Okay. I may or may not do that. We'll see.
My own bed again.
Miss, I'm sorry, but I cannot just give you supplies. We are stretched razor thin.
Second floor.
How's Dulkev? Is that your service?
We have examined your children and found that they were not in immediate need of treatment. Other patients are in more dire circumstances and require assistance.
Hello, Vindicator. Malibor has kept me informed of the situation. The deadlock of the High Council. I hope your presence here means things have changed.
The other houses have agreed to cooperate, yes. Now it's just down to you.
Good. Good. I'm pleased that the Council is once again working towards a solution. It felt wrong not to help. Do you know where I was when it happened? The incident, they call it. I was in the temple next door, conversing with my cousin. I was in the middle of replying to him about, I don't even recall. Some meaningless bit of family drama, I am sure. One moment he was there, and the next, gone. My cousin, the floor, the wall, just gone. I found myself looking out at the scaled citadel, unable to comprehend. And now, here I stand, the elder of House Dulkev.
You're lucky to be alive.
Lucky? Perhaps. I have been pondering it. Whether luck is a consideration if the great serpent guides all things. You cannot imagine it. A single moment of pure, terrible silence. A meter's distance was all that separated me from whatever has become of Dazra. I find that through all the chaos and the scrambling since, my mind drifts back to that moment. I could be gone as well. But here I remain, spared. And I do not know why.
Other people are suffering right now, and we can help them.
Hopefully you can deliver them from this. But what comes after? What about the next trial?
What's even the point?
I'm sorry. I should shoulder my own burdens, not force them upon you. I've grown so tired of the council squabbling, and I want no further part in it. I have no demands, no requests. All must serve. And House Dulkev is no exception.
You have no idea if this is going to pay off, do you? That's why you're only telling me now.
It is a shame you are not born House Dulkev.
Face.
You seem unnatural for this line of work.
And then butt.
That is what I can tell you.
And then breasts, whatever, I don't care.
Time before our current calamity, Enesco Varun approached me looking for information about his grandfather's time. He was frustrated at the lack of progress. House Dulkev keeps extensive records, you see. While I was never told the exact reason behind the inquiry, I was able to deduce a fair amount. I provided him with the shipping manifest from the time of the Serpent's Crusade, materials and equipment that suggested some highly specialized research. I told UNESCO where those materials had been sent. Weeks later, well, you've seen the Citadel. You know as well as any where we are now.
You must have found something.
I believe so. Yes. UNESCO returned from the site in unusually good spirits. He boasted of something called the Vortex Interlock, and that it was the key to unlocking some new unseen potential. Whatever records exist of this interlock were swallowed up with the Citadel. And as for the original site, executors were sent, but did not return. And we can spare no more casualties. So I suggest you visit Malin Dam to the southeast. I believe it is more than it seems. It is the only place to learn more about these vortex interlocks and what connection they may have to the events at the Citadel. And should your search be fruitful, make sure it is known that House Dulcev was proud to serve when called upon.
Okay. Well, we got some deliveries to do, I guess. So we may as well go look at some other stuff. We've all got our things with me.
What is it?
Holy crap. This is like out in the middle of nowhere. 5 out of 10 face. It's just the most perfect butt, but the most butterfaced person ever. Alright, let's go north. Worth it.
All of the records in order.
I guess you can just paper bag it if you really need to.
I had been one to disappear instead.
What the hell? Why did it change? I am super confused. Why did it change to whatever? Let's just bounce on out. I don't know. I figure I'm just going to be looking at their face a lot more than anything else. Like just in general. It's kind of like eating a chocolate cake, right? Like that cake is going to give you like 15 minutes of enjoyment. But then it's going to mess up your calories for the other 23 hours. A 10k is still 10 on a 10k. Yeah, but it's modified, you know?
Go on now, get out of here. Thought you'd catch me unaware, did you? Thought I'd be easy prey? Unless you want a hole in the middle of your chest, you'd better turn around and start walking.
If I were here to kill you, you'd be dead already.
I suppose that's true. I was distracted and didn't hear you coming. You had me at your mercy, but you didn't strike. There's no end of trouble out here lately. We've got pirates and spacers circling like vultures looking for easy pickings. And that's to say nothing of those fanatics. Has the Great Serpent abandoned us? I don't know. Perhaps.
I get it. Just calm down. I'm here to deliver a package.
I don't believe you. I know the courier well, and you're not him. Tell me the name of the person who sent you, and prove that you are not a liar.
If Liana had told me I'd be delivering this package to a paranoid mechanic, I'd have said no.
Your predecessor had better manners, and he knew his place. I assume your presence here means that tragedy in this city claimed him as it did so many others. Poor lad. I won't apologize for my manner. Trust does not come easily for me in these dark days. That, and the constant pain in my back makes me poor company. I know. I fix machines because they don't try to start a conversation. I prefer the quiet. But now, at last, my medicine has arrived. The serpent knows I've gone too long without it. No doubt he hears my loud swearing when I struggle to get out of my bed every morning.
Here, sounds like you really need this.
I needed it many days ago. But that is not your fault. Take your credits and leave me in peace. Talking just makes me more irritable. And before you ask, yes, such a thing is possible.
What a dick. Although, man, pain does change things for sure. A terramorph? What the F? Many terramorphs. This is not great. They are ridiculous bullet sponges. Ha! Enjoy the poison, yo. Get out of here. This music always reminds me of Cyberpunk. These things are a really solid experience. Enjoy the damage over time, buddy. The damage it does is kind of mediocre.
Give up already.
Spacer scum.
The best you can do.
You know what? Maybe I stop using this power. Kind of mediocre. Although. Hmm. What's going on here? Oh, there's something angry over here. Oh, I'm almost dead. Yeah, that is a big deal breaker for sure. Now, not a deal breaker for everybody, but it's definitely a big hang up for a lot of people. I've only slept for 5 hours in this game. And I'd be so sleep deprived. Ah, come on, boost yourself. Okay. There we go. Imagine mountain climbing. Okay. Excuse me, holy crap. Way Shrine of Obedience.
Welcome, my friend. Are not the beauty and majesty of nature truly splendid?
Sure.
There is serenity here that cannot be found in the city. It is the ideal place to contemplate the secrets and mysteries of the cosmos.
I can see the appeal.
A kindred spirit, then. Wonderful. Let us share a brief meditation in celebration of this meeting. Now close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Be calm. Do you feel that? It is the presence of the great serpent, omnipotent and all-seeing. Such divine communion purifies us and makes us strong. You may think This is a chance meeting, but I know the truth. The Great Serpent has a plan for us all, my friend. And this encounter is a part of it.
If that's true, then the Great Serpent has a delivery for you.
So Ligiana has at last found a new courier. Great Serpent be praised. This package of dried and salted groat's meat will sustain me in my contemplations. So captivated am I by the Serpent's mysteries, I sometimes go days without remembering to eat. I know it's customary to pay upon receipt, but let me pose you this question. If we carry out the will of the Great Serpent, is that not the greatest reward of all? Compared to such divine favor, the worth of a few credits is a mere pittance.
Nice try, but you're paying for this.
Very well. But you should know that an obsession with material goods does harm to the soul. Here is your payment. Go in peace, my friend.
Isn't it nice knowing you're contributing to a larger thing than yourself and, you know, as a result, don't need to get paid? Yeah, okay, buddy. And F right off with that. Thank you very much.
Now that we are here, what will be our next course of action?
We leave the ship.
I always enjoy these moments. We will speak again.
My bad. Try to click through the menus. I'll be right back. All right. Let's get back into courier mode. The spacesuit looks like Doom Guy every single time. The real question is, can I get out of here and up over that cliff?
So many have been displaced. How many more have been lost?
Does it even matter? Can't vault up that? Oh. I guess I'm gonna need a little bit of a lift anyway. Get out of here, Data Basics. How was your walk in the park? That game you were playing, is it like a profit maximization thing? Like, what was the intent of it? It's trying to understand the relationships between things. It was an autism trap. Okay. I've been thinking about playing Stellaris, and I feel like it's got the same problem. The end was 5 billion paper clips. Hello, Wabu. It has an actual ending? Oh, that's nice. Well, what you could do is you could play it again and try to get a better score. Like a fist bump or something.
Groats really are wise creatures. You can see it in their eyes.
Absolutely not.
I don't know your face. Are you lost?
I don't know your face either. Not at all. I'm your friendly delivery person.
Oh, so Ligiana finally found a replacement courier then. That's good news. She sounded nearly desperate in her last message. Well, friendly delivery person, I'll be your friendly package recipient. It's very sad what happened to the previous courier.
I want to give this chick a discount. She's the only person who isn't being a total potato.
Full of life and joy and dreams. All of it stolen away in the blink of an eye to hear it told.
Maybe he'll come back.
Well, I suppose anything is possible if the Great Serpent wills it. And yet, so much time has passed already. I think we must accept that the lost ones will never return.
For you, whatever's in here smells wonderful.
Oh, good. It's definitely the right package then. I spent a small fortune on these spices. They're some of the rarest we have, as well as the most pungent. Cooking is my great joy, and the proper use of seasonings is the most important part. Thank you for this.
Enjoy your cooking.
I will. Now here's your payment. Travel safely, courier.
Didn't even have a chance to give her a discount. Disappointing. Man, I've gotten so much free crap at restaurants and whatever else just by being reasonable. Like it's wild. Drinks taste better in glass bottles? I strongly disagree. I don't notice any difference. Oh, actually, that's not true. Coors Light, which is not the greatest beer in the universe, tastes way better out of aluminum cans than it does out of glass bottles. And I think it's just because the beer, like, absorbs some of the metal. I feel like one day we might move back to glass bottles and aluminum and just get rid of plastic entirely. It feels like the best way forward. Like, I'm pretty sure glass is one of the most abundant things we can create. Yeah, there's a cost problem here, but, you know, eventually at some point, cost won't be the overriding factor for all things. I don't know, Wabu. It might just be in my head. It might be the fact that my face is like touching the can when I'm drinking it, so it just confuses my brain. I don't know. Aluminum is basically infinitely recyclable. And glass is also infinitely recyclable. And also, there's so much silica out there that shouldn't be a big deal.
Considerable effort went into making at least some portion of this water sanitary.
All right, we gotta find our way in. Who the hell is that? Man, that is some thick looking water. What the heck?
You can't get in there, not unless you have a card.
Happen to have a card? I seem to have misplaced mine. He's just going for a walk.
So, you're trying to get in there? You're not the first person to come here recently, you know? Anasko Varun himself was here. I saw him, but he didn't talk to me. And there were too many other people around him. They all looked really serious.
I'm actually here because I'm trying to help Anasko.
I heard he disappeared. Is that true? I never saw him come back out of the dam. But I did see them go in. They had cards that let them open the door. I found one after they'd left.
Yeah, I don't know.
Using it, but I didn't want to get in trouble. Kavil said I should give it to him for safekeeping. So I did. Maybe he'll let you have it.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay, good luck.
See you around, nerd. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna go pickpocket something so I can avoid awkward social interactions.
We do as House Varun requires of us. All must serve.
All must serve. This cult's crazy.
I would say you caught us on a bad day, but they're all like this.
I remember this place. The seaweed dumplings were
I
excellent.
understand you have an access card for the dam. I need it.
No offense, but it's not your property.
The ownership of the card is far less important than its use.
Be that as it may, I feel it should be turned over to the proper authorities.
The longer it takes to get that card back to Dazra, the more risk we're all in. Trust me, I'll take care of it.
I only wish to serve, I swear. You are right, though. Here, take it.
Do you like it here?
I am not sure I have liked anywhere, to be honest. The work is predictable, not too taxing, and Gamerel lets me get away with less than others might. I could do worse. The aches and pains of old age would follow me no matter where I go. And if I could just get a good night's sleep, I would find all this quite acceptable.
You're not sleeping well?
Goodness, no. Not a decent night's sleep in years, at least that I can recall. The aforementioned aches and pains at first, but over time I find my dreams drift towards something dark. The product of an anxious mind with too many years. Think nothing of it.
Tell me about your dreams.
Why would you care about the meaningless dreams of an old man?
Because I don't dream. There are people who believe that dreams always mean something.
And are you one of them? I have this dream where I am a ghost, haunting long abandoned halls. There are others, and we are trapped for eternity, doomed to roam this corner of the world of the living. I fear I shall never see the Great Serpent. Perhaps it simply means I worry I have not done enough with my life. Perhaps I'm not getting enough vitamins.
All right. Eat more carrots, I guess. So fun fact, I have never dreamed in my entire life. I mean, I obviously have REM, but I have no memory of any of this stuff. I don't wake up with a notion of dreams. It's very, very different. For me, sleep is just time travel. I like these kind of things. It's very Fallout. You still think about that sometimes? Yeah, when people talk about their dreams and whatever, craziness. Maybe I'm just too stubborn, too rooted in physical reality to understand that crap. Yeah, so when I was trying to deal with my sleep issues, and I finally got to the bottom of it, and I had the stats to prove it, I was wondering if I would all of a sudden start dreaming, because the idea is maybe I was just too shallow in the dream world, as it were, to get any notion or experience that kind of thing. But nope, nothing changed. The doctor was a little unsettled by the whole idea too. It's probably for the best though. People tell me about their nightmares and stuff. I'm like, I can't even imagine what nonsense my brain would concoct. I like the set design in this game. It's definitely not a bad looking game.
Whoever laid claim to this place seems to be long gone.
Long gone. I wonder. Yeah, I kind of like the idea that dreams are somehow like a representation of your brain processing the days of the events of the day. You know, it's how you make sense of things. Your brain's more concerned about figuring things out than giving you a clear picture of reality, because ultimately what you see and experience is dictated by that organ, right? You know, the effect of drugs being the most obvious. You know, disconnection from reality. So why don't I dream? Or at least why don't I remember them? Well, I think the most common causes are, you know, bad REM sleep. So I dealt with that. And I have the stats to prove it, but nothing really happened. Could be stress. Stress is a pretty common one. Might be more self-inflicted than anything. All in all, I think I've had a pretty lucky life so far. Maybe I'm just wired differently. Who knows? Battle stream less than children? I don't know. I never had dreams as a child either. Like, I literally never had them.
There must be some mechanism for draining the floodwaters.
I did a little reading. Sometimes not having dreams can be a sign of a personality disorder. So apparently a lot of like psychopaths or sociopaths have that kind of issue. I don't think I fall into those camps. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Is it even worth cracking this thing over? Or open? Over. Do. Oh. No, this will work. I just need to use this instead. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Give me the money. Well, you don't sit in REM for that long, right? How do I get up there? Still working on this reloading nonsense. What, this scaffolding maybe? Whoa, what the hell? Do they seriously want me to like jump over here? I gotta destroy it. I didn't even have to go up here.
Warning. Power fluctuations detected. Rerouting to compensate. Drainage pump control bypassed.
I'm draining this pump so hard. Drain the swamp. Oh. Should have never added it. You enjoy it too much. Okay, I'll go find new ones.
You are not welcome here. You will leave.
All right, Varun Zealot.
This is your only warning.
The Malign clan is or houses. The Varun Zealots. I don't respond well to threats.
The choice is yours to make. But if you do not turn back, there's only one way this can end. Jinan Varun himself charged us with the protection of this facility.
No, this is your truest self, Wabu.
And it will be carried out.
What are you talking about? Jinan Varun died decades ago.
And yet, his orders were clear. That he has passed on does not matter. The work done here must be safeguarded, protected, never permitted to leave. None but the Speaker may decide otherwise. And you are not the Speaker.
I will straight up murder everybody here instead of going back to the Speaker. Yeah. Do 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 do. When are they gonna jump me? Ba-da-ba-ba. There it goes.
You did not listen.
Oh, I did listen. I listened. I just didn't care.
Very well. The Speaker's orders will be carried out. You must die.
I believe.
Can't use my space powers here. Interesting. Man, I take a lot of damage. I thought she roached out, but she didn't. May as well crack this open, I guess. Lovely. Not worth my time at all.
Before we are discovered.
What's there to be discovered doing? We're down in a dam. Think any of this is gonna be good? The answer is no. Although, what the heck does this chick have?
What have you got for me?
Oh, she's got a full set of decent stuff. Wait, why is she using the Varun inflictor? What is this? Yeah, use that. What are you doing? Yeah, give me this. You don't need that.
A shame that there is not more to discuss. Let us hope whatever experiments are going on here are not running loose.
Hang loose, yo. Are they just teleporting things? Don't need any of that junk. Gotta be a little more selective about what I pack rat around. Oh. Get the key card with 235. I need to juice this thing up somehow first. Hello, Hydran. Yeah, 235.
Set up to engage in activities that are dangerous, illegal, or both.
I just reverse it? We do 532 or something? Oh, just increase it by 100. Teleporting. Pretty cool. This is a larger prototype, I guess. Emma doesn't weigh anything, so it's always worth picking up.
You think you would be rid of me so easily? The arrogance.
Okay.
It would seem this will be more challenging than we anticipated.
The work done here has tied us to this place for all time. That is why we have agreed to guard it.
Sister, have you not finished this game? You should have heeded Courageous words in the beginning, little one. This is no place for you.
It would also seem that I spoke too soon.
The outcome has not changed, Vedrasa. We are still in control here.
I don't suppose we can skip the fighting this time.
Your resistance does not change my orders. They will be followed. Do you even understand why you are here? What it is you are looking for? This seems a fool's errand.
I'm looking for something called a vortex interlock.
So you do know something about this place. It does not matter. The interlocks are not yours. They belong here with us, and they will stay here. You should have left when you had the chance.
Hey, why can't I use my powers? I don't understand. Where's the sister? Point blank into your dome. What do we got? An expedition log.
And you are sure? We need the object itself?
Yes, Speaker. These vortex interlocks are complicated devices. We could recreate them from schematics we have recovered, but that would take time.
My brothers and sisters and I, we are bound to the pods. The pods are powered by the interlocks. Remove them and you kill us.
Yes, I understand. But you are sworn to serve, are you not?
We are, Speaker. All must serve.
Then what better service than to facilitate contact with the Great Serpent himself? Your sacrifice will bring about a new era for House Varun.
As the Great Serpent wills.
We will begin extraction at once. Then we should have everything we need to upgrade the equipment at the Citadel.
Okay, so these interlocks keep these people bound. Does this mean there's like a third option? If I put in the effort to figure it out? We can see what we can find. I'll just ignore the little quest blips for the moment as I dig around. Quantum edged knife.
You have the interlock speaker, and the sum total of the data
Hopefully they
gathered
amount
is
to
of the
something.
things in your possession. Well, then I have all I came for. It is time to leave. You, Phantom. One final order awaits you.
We exist to serve, Speaker.
I know you do. My grandfather insisted this place remain secret. Known only to him. Known only to the Speaker. No one else.
As the Speaker wills it.
Sir, please. Have we not done all that was asked? Oh, you and your team have served well. But your service to me is at an end. Now you shall serve the Great Serpent directly.
That's effed up. So long story short, this guy's a giant douchebag. Alright. Seems to be the way. See what we can find in here.
Do you not grow weary of this? I assure you, it will not end.
I've got a lot of bullets. Let's just stop repeating this. There must be some arrangement we can come to.
You are the one with the power to change this. Either by turning around or dying.
This is turning into a most exhilarating exercise.
All this noise over one little trespasser. Let us be done with this already.
The experiments here have ensured our resilience. We endure because it has been ordered of us. House Faroon's return to greatness begins with the work done here. And until that time comes, we will keep it safe.
I'm not leaving without this tech.
Then you will not be leaving at all.
I guess the other jobbers here aren't actually that strong. Oh, I'm out of healing kits. Oops. All right. I guess I've been taking a little bit too much damage. Got to play a little more conservatively. Good morning, Nikogo. How was your breakfast with your friends? So I imagine they're gonna want me to destroy this modulator at some point, but I'm not sure that's the best plan. It rained on you? Rained on your parade? Well, hopefully you didn't melt. It has been abnormally nice weather here. It's sunny, cool. Today looks like it's gonna be another one. Not a cloud in the sky.
Warning. Power grid destabilized. Containment fields failing. Backup systems risk overload. Consider manual shutdown at the earliest convenience.
No! You utter fool! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Sorry, I have to get this to Dazra as soon as possible.
Those interlocks power our pods. You have killed Vedrasa. What is more, you have disrupted the flow of power within the dam. You are one step from dooming those farmers on the surface.
Well, why didn't we have this conversation before you started shooting at me?
You have proven yourself a
My God.
commendable opponent. But now, you have a choice to make. If you can remove the remaining interlock, you will have bested us. But you will ruin the lives of those above us. Or we can continue this contest of wills and see which of us is stronger. The choice is yours.
Or you could just let me walk out. We don't have to keep doing this.
But we do. My dedication to the Great Serpent demands my obedience to his speaker's orders.
Oh my God. Can't I just leave? I don't actually care. He's not even all sparkly. I thought about which game I'm gonna play next after Starfield. Not super sure what I want to do. Heck. I just want to exit the dam. How do I leave the dam when I can't take the elevator? No, I don't know. There's just so many games. I might play something on the Switch for a change. Wait, this is where I came in from.
Things in here may not react well to bullets.
Okay, bruh. Ugh. Ah! Okay. No, I'm not getting a Switch 2. Is there, like, a different way to do this? This video card still causes me a certain degree of paranoia. Well, the devices serve different purposes, right? Like if I was really looking for something portable or I was really hard done by with Nintendo games, then you don't really have a choice, right? There's got to be another option for this, right? Like, there usually is.
You have the interlock speaker, and the sum total of the data gathered is on the slates in your possession.
Well, then I have all I came for. It is time to leave. You, Phantom. One final order awaits you.
We exist to serve, Speaker.
Oh, I go for some pancakes. I haven't eaten yet.
My grandfather insisted this place remain secret. Known only to him. Known only to the Speaker. No one else.
As the Speaker wills it.
Sir, please. Have we not done all that was asked?
Oh, you and your team have served well. But your service to me is at an end. Now you shall serve the Great Serpent directly.
Warning. Power grid destabilized. Containment fields failing. Backup systems risk overload. Consider manual shutdown at the earliest convenience.
Yoink. Rest in peace.
No! You utter fool!
Yeah. It's alright. I'm out.
Those interlocks. What is more? All right. If. Or. But we do.
Man, I need a much bigger clip for this. What do I have for drugs? It'll keep me going here. What do I of untoasted toast? I mean, I guess you're making like a crappy more basically. I don't know, in my head it seems fine. I'd never do it. Now let's slam some of this and then Battle stim action. The thing look like a crime. I'm not as bougie as Nikoko is.
Now you're mine.
Sunlight Gain sounds like a plan. Get the vitamin D. It might look bad, but it doesn't taste bad. Is this thing you're talking about? I mean, it looks lame, but aside from the plating, it's probably fine. Like, you're not gonna get any Michelin stars over that one.
Speaker, please, do not get too close. Do not fear. They know who I am. You do, yes? I can see it. You know me. I am a Nasco Varoon. Speaker for the Great Serpent.
Yes, Speaker. We know. We serve. We have always served.
And this place is a mess.
And your service is commended. Are you all that remain of this place?
Jinan Varun himself bade us guard these halls for all time. Of his life, we remain.
Very well. You, get to work. Yes, of course, sir. At once. You heard the speaker. Every terminal, every data log, every cable and component. I want it all inspected and a full report within the hour.
Man, why is there a digipick here again? Did I forget it? Alright. Who eats on melted butter? I do on, like, muffins. It's kind of nice to have the contrast of cool versus warm sometimes. Vlocken. Kind of tired of these nerds, not gonna lie. We're taking the long way out just to save some farmers. Oops. Ah! I've escaped.
Serpent speed be with you, Vindicator.
I am the
old
fastest
and
snack.
My eyesight is not what it used to be, but I know the face of success when I see it.
The face of
Your
success.
lead from House Dulkef paid off.
An old lab produced something called vortex interlocks. I have one, and I hope it's helpful.
I have heard of such a thing. Recently, in fact, just before the accident. That is apparently not a coincidence. We do not need it for the device, but if this accounts for some of the leaps in progress in the Citadel, you may wish to hold on to it. As much as I have devoted my life to science, one cannot deny that there is an occasional spark of the divine. The Great Serpent has use for this. And you, still to come. Your timing is excellent, in fact. I believe we are ready to proceed.
I'm certainly ready to proceed.
Just a few quick preparations. Creating the necessary connections. It is done. Vindicator, will you do us the honor?
Hit the button. Okay, maybe not. All right. Ready? Boom!
All personnel to stations. Clear the platform.
Activating power grid interlink.
Powering grav drive.
Field projector. Standing by.
Sending stabilizers.
They're charging their lasers.
Capacitors fully charged.
All stations reporting. Ready to proceed with targeting.
Targeting system engaged.
I don't know what it's running on.
Calibrating lens array.
Adjusting counterweights.
Locking axial tilt. Device is in position.
It's time. On your mark.
Oh, the big button! Fire!
Fire! Focus.
Beam on target.
Compensating for recoil.
It is working. Steady.
Detecting graviton flux.
Hold! We cannot fail the speaker now.
Rerouting power.
Burning out.
Enough! Shut it down!
Running power.
It's not responding.
Grav drive cycling down.
Turning to 0 points.
Weak.
Retracting stabilizers.
Shutdown complete.
Clear.
Disappointing.
Well done, all. Well done. We have done all we can. I am sure the council is waiting to speak with you.
Well, it failed, I guess.
If you require aid,
Actually, I probably should go to the Halls of Healing to buy more stuff.
I was not certain this would work, but it seems the Serpent has blessed us.
You have always lacked faith, Dulkev.
One could argue that faith got us into this mess in the first place.
Enough. It is time for action, not bickering.
Agreed. We must secure the Citadel.
Oh, it did
Send
work.
in everyone.
Are you mad? We have no idea how stable this is. No idea what is happening inside.
Seems like rushing things caused all of this to begin with. We need to take it slow.
Time is a luxury we do not have. Committing a large force is impossible. There have been reports of increased zealot activity, no doubt in response to what we have been doing here.
It would be unwise to leave Dazra even more vulnerable than it already is.
And, to be candid, we have no idea what will happen to anyone entering the Citadel. We must minimize the potential risk.
Okay, I see where this is going.
It is only fitting that it should be you.
Really? I do not doubt our newest member's conviction, but...
What else can we do? He is the only one who can communicate with Anasco. Save as much as you
Asco's a
can.
dink.
Save it all if possible, but the Speaker must be your priority. Do whatever it takes to bring Anasco back to us.
I'll be right back.
I pray it will be so. May the Serpent guide you on your path. We will speak again soon, I hope.
Anasco's a dink.
Great Serpent guide you.
Our sins must have been considerable for the Great Serpent.
Can I buy some stuff?
Vindicator. My mind is elsewhere.
I don't care. Who can I buy stuff from? Can I buy stuff from you?
Oh, it's you. Let me make one thing very clear.
Oh, whatever.
You...
It suits me fine.
Good. Please understand. Stress of everything is becoming overwhelming.
Apology accepted.
And I appreciate that.
I would like some medical supplies.
Please, only...
I need everything. That was shockingly little.
If you'll excuse me then.
Yep. Bunch of dinks. Give me the surface map. Okay. Apparently I can't get the surface map unless I'm outside, so... So we'll do that. Alright, let's go to the depository. It's probably fine.
I am sure we can make... I was hoping you would eventually stop.
What an unusually friendly greeting.
Oh, yes. I imagine it's been difficult. It's rare that an off-world, but not just any off-worlder, one which in the eyes of the citizens of Dazra moves you up from the suspiciously curious category to the dangerously unique one.
I don't blame them for being wary of strangers.
Which reminds me, here I am prattling on about you when I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Nalada Brady. Forgive me for not starting our conversation that way. I've been a bit distracted of late. My brother Qasim has been missing for days. I'm beginning to worry that something terrible has happened to him.
It's only been a few days.
I suppose I'm probably worrying about a simple misunderstanding. If you want to take a look at what my shop has to offer, well, you let me know.
I'd like to see your wares.
I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
All right, give me some stuff. I need these things apparently. Okay, what else do you have that's relevant? More digipicks? Sure. Let's go ahead and sell a bunch of junk that I don't need. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need that. This is actually pretty okay. The problem is it's a particle beam rifle, and I'm not sure. Does it count as a rifle? Is the story in this game good? I think it's fine. It's kind of generic, I guess, is really the problem that a lot of people have. Like, Starfield's an okay game. It's not a great game.
Come in, come in. Of course.
I guess I could give this to, what's her name? I actually don't care. Oh, it's actually worth a crap ton. Oh yeah, I need some titanium or tungsten or something. To drop it? Like just cancel it right in the middle? Let's see, what games have I played recently that I stopped playing? Gotham Knights.
I have not seen my sister in days. Great serpent, I pray nothing has happened.
The combat just wasn't any fun and the story was stupid, so I stopped. Terramorphers or Terraformers. Yeah. Some weird pseudo roguelike strategy game that I just wasn't feeling. I mean, admittedly, it takes quite a bit. The reality is Starfield's a decent looking game. It's mostly a shooter, so you can't really screw that up too hard. The story is good enough. I think it's really hard for a shooter to be total trash. I did rush through the playthrough of Outer Worlds.
Feel free to buy.
I basically just murdered my way through the whole game. Yeah, the game reflects its age. Like, the engine is ancient, and one of the main criticisms of the creation engine has always been how, you know, non-lifelike the NPCs behave. It's definitely one of the giant weak points of Fallout in general and anything based off of it. You should see it unmodded though, like it's even worse. Like I've got an HD mod or whatever, which makes the game look a million times better too. And just changing the eyes went a big way towards making it significantly better. It's actually pretty interesting how those sorts of things really affect your overall enjoyment of the game. Like, I think one of the big strong points of Cyberpunk was just how good the facial animation was. It was probably the strongest part of Cyberpunk. Yeah, like the eyes are way less creepy now.
Your credits are worth.
All right, let's carry on. Only got like 40 more minutes, and then I gotta get rolling. All right. How do I enter this place? Do I just head to the morning thing and then run on in? I don't actually understand why the eyes are so creepy. Give some rando modder can fix it. Why can't Bethesda? I don't really get it. I should actually post my mod list somewhere. Maybe I'll put it in the subscriber channel. Jeez, the damage output. Ugh. Where's Alejandra anyway? Oh, she's all the way back there doing God knows what. I only have one skill point. I want to save it for this. So tired of these guys warping in all over the place. It reminds me of Serious Sam. Where? Ugh. How are phantoms throwing grenades? Doesn't even look like a phantom. I've got one trauma pack left. Perfect. Okay, interesting. Man, this place is flashbanging me left and right. It's gonna give me PTSD. Wish this weapon had a bigger clip. I guess I kept those vortex shards for literally no reason. The star shards tend to be pretty good money. Yeah. My God. You think Twitch is going to approve that emote I made for a bead? Whoa, what the heck? I've been warped around. Hello, Nasco, you dink.
Here. Oh, I feared what I saw. That connection we made was yet another vision. This is real, is it not?
You're not imagining it. I'm really here.
I knew the serpent would deliver me from this nightmare, that there must be some way out. Every time I have attempted to leave this place, I find myself lost, wandering, unable to see. There is nothing out there. Tell me, what of Dazra? The people of House Varun? I have had terrible visions, a dreadful sense of loss.
Most of the city is gone.
I had hoped what I saw was only some terrible nightmare. But I knew it to be true. You must believe me. We meant none of this. All of the research, the calculations. We thought we could contain it. I only ever wanted to help. To improve, to elevate House Varun.
You can ask for forgiveness once we get out of here.
You do not understand. We cannot simply leave. The chain reaction that started, it is self-sustaining. We tried everything. We had hoped we could complete the experiment, but then the vortex interlock burned out. You have one, don't you? I can feel the power from here. Then the serpent truly has sent you to us. I wish I could guarantee your safety, but I am graced by the serpent and have retained my faculties. So many of my people were not as fortunate. You will have no choice but to deal with them. The reactor level is below us. Bring the interlock there. We will need it if we wish to see this through.
Okay. Definitely gonna need all the medicine I can. Wrong button.
Another one's down. I'm hit. Good one.
He's getting booped. Hello, mini lifts. Have you been streaming at all lately? I feel like it's been forever. How are you doing on this Father's Day? Whoops. I guess I could start using the shield instead of all this crap. Not at all. Probably for the best. Stream is for weirdos. Can I do something here? I don't even care about picking things other than my nose. Man. Nice. I kind of want to get one of those Obsbot tiny things, but I can't really justify the $300. Although it'd be kind of cool to move it between my gaming setup and my fitness setup. Follow me around. $3,600 version. What a baller. I'm not that motivated. He'll tell you it's haram. Well, your relationship with your father is a weird one. Oh, whatever. What the heck did you buy, Minnie? Holy crap. How is this better than... the $300 one? Like some 8K camera. I'd be interested in knowing what you got.
Is a wonder to behold.
Oh, that was rude.
Can't hope to win.
An FX30. 6K oversampling. Sony FX30. Yeah, that is way more money than I want to spend on streaming. I'm already in the red. I don't need to like bleed out. I mean, am I really playing that many games? If you really think about it. It's like Dune I play with Bloodblade. And then I've got Starfield. And Monster Hunter occasionally. But Monster Hunter doesn't require anything because it's just run out and kill monsters, right? Like there's no anything. There's no story anymore. It's just grind. Ah, that's the game, Mr. Mini. See, if I was actually making money off of this kind of thing, I could justify it. But yeah, given the hobby nature of this stuff, spending that kind of money on that kind of toy doesn't make any sense to me. Never mind it, it's a pretty ridiculous amount of money.
No more signs of trouble.
Boop, 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 boop. It looks like this is impossible to do other than through this, so is that my fate? Okay. Do something like that. Okay, that was incorrect. Whoops. So this is impossible to use. So I need to find 2 force slaughters that work, which is this one and the other one. There we go.
How quickly can you get that done?
Pretty quickly. Down to the research level.
Security lockdown.
Got a few pins open here. Security lockdowns are suggestions. Do 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 do. This makes sense to me. Well, I guess not. I guess I could just do this. Okay, that was a mistake. I do that. Can I do this? I can. Oh. Living the dream. Boudica, I'll take that. Although I haven't used those drugs for a while. Alright, bruh. Yeah. All right, no more lockdown. All right. And the lockdown. We are free.
Override. Lockdown.
Free from the horrors of getting attacked by machines all the time. Apparently not. All must serve. What else can I find here? Oh, that is stingy. Trying to minimize my med pack usage. It's the autism, Wabu. Easily explained. All right. Well, that was unfortunate. Grab that, grab that. Take a look at these things quickly. Understand. Whoa, why is this locked behind a master lock? That doesn't make any sense. It's 5, so I need a 2 plus 3. This is another 5. Ugh. One doesn't work either. Wow, that was a lot of effort for a lot of nothing. Nakogo is a professional, though. Oops, why'd I close the door? Professional gamer.
As I said, a new vortex lock is needed. The reactor must be stabilized before we can proceed.
If you say so, man. I'll pick up the grenades, why not? What do we got here? So nothing specific. Okay. Probably not worth it.
We did not anticipate that we might have erred in our recreation of the vortex interlock, or that we could overload it.
Okay, nobody ever does. Look at this pile of goo. Alright, let's stick a new one in here. Oh, sick.
Finally, it is time. Come, see what you have helped to save.
Nothing useful. Oh, that's a lot of people.
With all that has gone wrong, all we have sacrificed, I confess I had lost hope. I grew up hearing stories of my grandfather's communion with the Great Serpent, the immense responsibility he was given to create and guide House Varun. By the time I became Speaker and inherited that responsibility, so much had changed. The once proud glory of House Varun was diminished. We had lost our way, and I alone could not discern a path forward. I required the Great Serpent's guidance once more. So, I set out to find him.
It's a little arrogant to think you could just demand an audience with the Great Serpent.
Perhaps, but were that true, were he to judge me for it, I could accept that. It would have been worth it, all the same. Perhaps that judgment still awaits me, for thus far I have not seen his glory in person. I learned that my grandfather had attempted something similar. I found reassurance in that idea that he, too, sought additional instruction from the Serpent. And over time, I began to see that the Great Serpent had indeed left a path for me, hidden amongst the experimental failures and setbacks. This vortex, the place between places, and the energy it holds, could be harnessed, refined, directed.
None of this looks very directed to me right now.
But we are so close. We are on the precipice of greatness. Utilizing the
Just one more
vortex
push.
energy, we have learned that we can create powerful warriors, capable of teleporting vast distances in an instant. The brave volunteers in this room await the chance to be the first wave of soldiers, loyal to the Great Serpent and our cause. House Varun can project force on a scale unimaginable in the history of the human race. Jinan Varun's mandate can be fulfilled. The Serpent's crusade can begin anew. Despite all that has happened, their life support system has remained stable. Just one more sign from the Great Serpent that we are following his will. And now, the glorious honor falls to you, my faithful servant. Activate the pods, carry out the Serpent's will, and begin House Varun's triumph.
What do you think, Alejandra?
It is pleasing to speak with you.
Can I tell you something?
I suppose you may have a...
In the vast ocean of space, I'm so glad I washed up on your shore.
I will never tire of hearing you voice your feelings.
Okay. She doesn't have anything useful to add to this situation. Alright.
Please, I have waited so long for this. Just activate the pods.
You really want to restart the Serpent's Crusade. Wage war on the settled systems.
What other choice do we have? The heathens and heretics loathe our very existence already. Why not be what they expect? By finishing what Jinan Varun started, we fulfill our duty to prepare the way for the Great Serpent. And none will ever again dare mock or belittle us.
Isn't there some other way?
Why would we reject the perfect opportunity when the Great Serpent has so clearly placed it within our grasp?
That's what I think, yeah. I like your judgment. This guy's already proven he's a giant douchebag. Well, I think this is where I murder a lot of people. Just add to the list. See you around, nerds. Goodbye. Suck it, Anasco.
What have you done? You've killed them all.
The Serpent wills it.
Override the will of the Great Serpent. You pledged yourself to House Varun, but you are like all the rest. Weak of will, short of sight, a betrayer. And in the end, you have changed nothing. There will always be one more willing to serve, and once I have restored the Citadel, I will find them and send them out into the settled systems.
Intruders in level. Emergent.
Zealots! Of course they would attempt to poison this, as they do all things. They will not stop me. The work will be completed now. Come then, all of you, ascend the Citadel, or squabble amongst yourselves. I will await you at the pinnacle.
Alright, I have a feeling this is going to take me more than the 5 minutes that I have available before I gotta head out. I think I'm going to call it here. Rest in peace. My kill total way up, it seems. Anyway, I hope the weekend goes well. For those doing the Father's Day thing, happy Father's Day. Maybe I'll see you tonight. I'm not convinced, but we'll see. Take care of yourselves.